Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Francis Entertainment Center. And the next stories today are New Student Starfish and Clams. Enjoy the video. SpongeBob is about to leave for boating school. When Patrick arrives to ask him to go jellyfishing, SpongeBob declines, suggests that Patrick come to school with him, to which Patrick agrees. Upon arriving, SpongeBob shows Patrick around and explains their classroom's good noodle system, where stars are awarded to well-behaved students. SpongeBob has by far the most stars of anyone in the class. Also introduces Patrick to Roger, an egg-Mediterranean with a light bulb for warmth. When class starts, Mrs. Puff asks Patrick his name. Nervous, he replies with 24, which he and SpongeBob find incredibly funny, proceed to joke about during class. Mrs. Puff hears their jokes and catches them, letting Patrick off the hook with a warning since he is new. Gives SpongeBob a stronger warning, saying that she expects more from him. Patrick then draws an insulting depiction of Mrs. Puff and places it on SpongeBob's desks. Mrs. Puff, thinking it is a picture from SpongeBob's doing, removes one of his stars from the good noodle board as punishment for 2 classroom disruptions, much to SpongeBob's horror. Mrs. Puff then tells SpongeBob move to the back of the room, where Patrick continues to annoy him. SpongeBob snaps upon being annoyed that Patrick pestered him, only to say a less than significant hi. An angry Mrs. Puff appears, sarcastically saying that SpongeBob can have his recess. At recess, SpongeBob angrily chastises Patrick for getting him in trouble, getting him sent to the back of the classroom, and for having his good noodle star removed. Patrick defensively states, "Who cares about a stupid star?" This results in the duo fighting in the hallway until they are both sent to detention. During detention, the two roast each other, and the light bulb keeping Roger alive burns out. At first, they refuse to even look at each other due to their previous disagreement, but frightened by Roger's life, SpongeBob and Patrick apologize for their actions and work together to save him. SpongeBob keeps Roger warm while Patrick gets a new light bulb. Just as they save the egg, Mrs. Puff appears, having seen the whole incident through a one-way chalkboard. She decides to give them 1 star each for having saved Roger. Patrick then states that he has been mistaken boating school for Spanish class. After Patrick leaves, Roger hatches from the egg, presented as a chick, and asks what he missed. At the Krusty Krab, a customer is struggling to decide what he wants to order and asks Squidward what he likes best. Squidward says that he hates everything on the menu, but at SpongeBob's suggestion, he orders coral bits for $1. Just then, Mr. Krabs excitedly announces that this particular dollar is 1,000,000th earned. After congratulating and thanking SpongeBob and Squidward, he says that they're going on a surprise trip to celebrate. Squidward guesses they will be going to special places such as Fancy Springs, Pamper Island, or Bikini Bottom Boat Village. To Squidward's dismay, however, they go clam fishing in a boat called the SS Cheapskate on a smelly brine lagoon. While fishing, SpongeBob accidentally hooks the back of Mr. Krabs' pants, which he has taped his 1,000,000th dollar to, and rips it off. Once the dollar is thrown into the lagoon, dramatic music played by an orchestra starts up, giving SpongeBob, Squidward, and Mr. Krabs a dark warning that a giant clam is close by. As Mr. Krabs pleads for the orchestra to stop playing to no avail, SpongeBob frantically reels the dollar back into the boat, and for a few seconds, Mr. Krabs is happy at the dollar's safety. Next second, however, a giant blue-lipped clam suddenly jumps out of the lagoon, grabs the dollar from Mr. Krabs' clothes, and swims away. Mr. Krabs starts sobbing. After informing Squidward of what just happened, he falls into an uncontrollable crying fit, which an annoyed Squidward then tries unsuccessfully to snap him out of. Finally, Squidward reluctantly promises to help Mr. Krabs get his dollar back. He is happy to hear this and gives everyone supplies so that they can prepare themselves for catching the clam. Mr. Krabs then starts keeping a lookout for the clam. 3 days, the clam is still not returned. SpongeBob and Squidward have grown tired of waiting, so they try to fool Mr. Krabs by giving him an ordinary dollar out of Squidward's wallet, which was all kissed up with coral blue Number 3, semi-gloss lipstick that SpongeBob used Mr. Krabs sees through their scheme and states that he will give a sandwich to whoever retrieves his dollar. He goes so far as to toss the other sandwiches, the entire fridge, into the lagoon, making the sandwich the only piece of food on board. Squidward and SpongeBob realize that their boss has stumbled to madness, try to escape, only for Mr. Krabs to catch them and use them as bait for the clam. Soon, the dramatic music starts again, with Mr. Krabs being the conductor. The clam advances toward the boat with Mr. Krabs' dollar lying on his tongue. Mr. Krabs jumps onto the clam's tongue and grabs the dollar, only for the clam to shut its mouth and dive back into the lagoon. SpongeBob and Squidward are distraught until Mr. Krabs' head pops out of the lagoon. He reveals that he and the clam fought until Mr. Krabs agreed to trade his entire body, minus his head and arm, for the dollar.